What a twist! GyeongGu is gay, and HoSu has known since high school. Our Unwritten Seoul has been a hit since it aired, mysteriously unraveling the characters' stories. I guess Rosa's story is also going to have a twist. She might not be Rosa, but SangWol. Fortunately, HoSu now knows that MiJi is not her sister, MiRae, and is waiting for her to confide in him, at her own pace. What's more, something is also blossoming between MiRae and SeJin, who want the rumor about them to be true. In the preview for the next episode, MiRae can be seen letting her guard down around him. She'll also learn a little about his life and time in Seoul. Meanwhile, viewers are in for some hilarious moments, as MiJi returns home with HoSu in tow, only to run into MiRae and SeJin. I can't believe HoSu has been waiting patiently for MiJi for so many years. No wonder he was happy to wear the ugly tie, because his mother said MiJi had picked it out. Sadly, all that stood between them was just a series of misunderstandings. MiJi lost focus and got hurt after seeing her sister in HoSu's arms. However, as MiRae explained, she had been sick and unintentionally fell into HoSu's arms for support. MiJi had been blinded by hurt and jealousy, as there were already rumors in school that HoSu and MiRae were dating. It's sad that this led her to push herself beyond reason, which eventually cost her not only her ticket to college, but also her self-esteem. Meanwhile, GyeongGu wanted to confess to Sungyoon but lost his confidence. Silly Sungyoon, who happens to know how GyeongGu felt, seizes the opportunity to make fun of him and MiJi. I wonder why he chose MiJi for his antics. If you noticed, this happened after her injury. HoSu tried to protect MiJi by telling GyeongGu not to go along with Sungyoon's plan. But then, GyeongGu was more concerned with pleasing Sungyoon and his friends, than adhering to HoSu's words. Hurt, MiJi readily accepted GyeongGu's dating proposal to spite HoSu. But HoSu had known nothing was going on between the two, as he knew GyeongGu was gay. GyeongGu confided in MiJi about his sexual preference, and being the kind of girl she is, MiJi decided to keep up the facade with him, helping him save face. Not even MiRae knew about this. In one of the flashbacks, she heard her classmates talking about her and GyeongGu, her future with him. All of this must have contributed to her depression, as she had to deal with giving up sports, giving up HoSu, and keeping GyeongGu's secret. The nerve of Sungyoon to talk about MiJi the way he did, in the presence of her sister. Did he forget they were twins or simply not care? I thought he had feelings for MiRae, because of how he paid attention to her. But he simply had no regard for her. Kudos to MiJi for finally speaking up. Meanwhile, I wonder what gave MiJi away to Ji-yoon. I had thought Ji-yoon was sneaky, and might have started the rumors back in high school to make MiJi anxious. This stems from how she treated MiJi, by leaving her for her sister after her injury. But this might all be wrong, as Ji-yoon seems genuine. She explained that the rumors started, because HoSu and MiRae were similar and mostly together. She held HoSu back, because she truly believed the rumors back in school, that HoSu and MiRae were dating. This was why she told him that MiJi wasn't MiRae, thinking MiRae was who HoSu loved. And the situation about her leaving MiJi for her sister, is MiJi's point of view. Ji-yoon mentioned how she always asked MiRae how to get back close to her sister MiJi. Maybe, after the incident, MiJi locked up internally, keeping her friends at bay. She was also open about her intentions with HoSu, and didn't hide the fact that his status as a lawyer was the first attraction. What's more, GyeongGu is up to no good. He knew MiJi was soft-hearted like HoSu, and used it to his advantage. This was why he gave her the confidential file, suspecting and hoping she'd share it with HoSu, Rosa's representative. MiJi was frustrating in this part. How could she handle such an important file in such a negligent manner? I even suspect Tae now knows about the LRT. Her nervousness also indicated to GyeongGu that she might have shown the file to HoSu, which is why he asked for a meeting with Rosa's legal representative. I wonder if MiJi knows he's the man HoSu once worked under. Meanwhile, Rosa is shrouded in mystery. MiJi is right to question how she became a renowned poet, without any improvement in her dyslexia. I suspect she isn't Rosa, and I think GyeongGu might also have this suspicion. Rosa might be the friend she fondly remembers. Rosa must have written the poem The Sea of SangWol about her. This implies that Rosa might be SangWol. This could explain why she tears up when listening to the poetry. She misses her friend who wrote it for her. However, as HoSu said, it's not their place to delve into this. She'll share her past with them when she's ready. However, it seems things will get rough between her and MiJi before they improve again. Meanwhile, I'm still deciding if Tae is a friend or a foe. In the preview, a woman, whom I believe to be his wife since they share the same wedding band, can be heard telling MiJi that she's disappointed she's still in the company. In my previous review, I speculated that his wife might be Soo-yeon, who left MiRae after she stood up for her. MiRae described Soo-yeon as kind-hearted, making this a mystery. It also seems Ji-yeon is genuinely a friend to MiRae, as she knows a lot about her, even the situation with the mystery woman. What's more, the infamous Mr. Park is soon to make an appearance. I wish MiRae would share some information with MiJi, so she doesn't face him blindly. It's already disconcerting that she's dealing with Tae without knowing if he's a friend or a foe. Meanwhile, HoSu finally meets with his former boss. GyeongGu tries to emotionally sway HoSu, using MiJi. Hopefully, the second half of the series will focus on MiJi, MiRae, and HoSu facing and conquering their oppressors, with plenty of lovey-dovey moments in between. With MiJi in town, SeJin might realize that the sisters swapped. On a scale of 1 to 10, how anxious are you for the next episode? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this content, please give it a thumbs up, share it, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell for all things wonderfully K-drama. Thanks for watching, bye.